Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Wanda. Hi. In today's video, I'll be using this beautiful collection called the Burst Glitter Adhesive Vinyl Collection. This collection consists of 6 beautiful colors. We have a Burst Glitter Silver, Burst Glitter Orange, Burst Glitter Green, Burst Glitter White, Burst Glitter Red, and Burst Glitter Gold. For today's project, I'll be using 4 of these beautiful colors. So let's head over to Design Space and start. Once you're in Design Space, click on New Project, click on Blank Canvas, and click on Upload. And now just look for the design you want. I'll be clicking on this one, so add to canvas. This is a design that's set up for a 15-ounce Libby cup. I purchased this on Etsy. Now go up to make and click on that. I will not be saving this. I'll be working on a mat. Click on confirm. Here you can see we need 4 different color vinyls for this project. And now click on continue. Once you're here, just choose the cut setting that you need. I'll be using vinyl shimmer. As for pressure, I kept it the same way it was and I just clicked on remember material setting. So we're back from Design Space, and as you can see, we're going to be making a Libby cup, 15 ounce. I purchased the file on Etsy, and these are the colors I'll be using. I want to mention that I changed some of the colors. I'll just be using these colors instead. These are my preferred colors for this project. Always make sure to cut the vinyl to the size that you need it so you don't waste any vinyl. I'll be using this purple mat from TeckWrap, which is the strong grit mat. I'll start off by placing the white vinyl. I don't know if the camera does it any justice, but this vinyl is beautiful. And now we're ready to cut all our vinyl. Before unloading the mat, you can always check to see if the machine did a proper cut. And if not, you can recut. So here's our vinyl, ready and cut. Now we'll start the weeding process. I'll be using this pin pen from TeckWrap, which has become my favorite. And now the moment of truth. Let's see how well this vinyl weeds. I'll be doing this very carefully. I don't want to miss any of my pieces. So this vinyl has a very strong tack, so you have to be very careful. You don't want it sticking to any of your pieces, otherwise you'll lose them. I do want to recommend you put more pressure to your cut setting. Otherwise, you'll be struggling a little bit like I did. But I'm pretty sure it's because I did not put enough pressure. But other than that, this weeded out beautifully. And now you see me do the white vinyl. These were much smaller pieces. It's weeding out very good. Other than I just need to push down on 1 or 2 pieces. So let's continue with the orange vinyl. These are the pumpkins. You see me here pushing down a little bit. But mainly it's because the pumpkins had some cuts. I'm making sure I don't pull up anything that then I'll regret. Because like I said, this vinyl has a very strong tack. I now will start weeding the gold vinyl. These are just hearts. I know I wasted some vinyl on this, but that's how the wrap was created. Alright, so now we're all done. We'll be placing it on this Libby cup. I already sprayed it with alcohol, so it's ready to go. I will now be using this high-tack transfer tape. I gotta say, this is very strong, and TeckWrap recommends that you use it with textured vinyl. And now let's get all our pieces ready. I always like to do this before I start my project, since I'll be layering all of these pieces. I want to make sure everything is in its place. I'll be using this cup holder just to make sure I get a good grip on my cup. And now that I'm ready, I have my transfer tape ready, so now I can start to layer my project. I will fold back a small piece of the backing of the transfer tape and slowly sliding it off. I'll be using this TeckWrap squeegee to help me burnish this to make sure it sticks on the transfer tape. And then I'll just start layering it very carefully over the pumpkins and also burnishing a little bit while I'm removing the transfer tape. These are what you would call animal prints, and I really love this file when I saw it. Now you will see me use some parchment paper to help me layer the rest of the vinyls for this project. The parchment paper will keep the vinyl that I'm layering from sticking to the vinyl that's already layered. As you can see, I can move around the vinyl before I start sticking it on the other vinyl. And once I'm sure it's on the right spot, then I will proceed to remove the parchment paper and layer the vinyl. Then I can start to burnish this and very carefully start to remove the transfer paper. If you get any pieces that want to stick to the transfer paper, just kind of push down and make sure it stays on the vinyl. Although I gotta say, with this transfer tape, I did have to make sure my vinyl laid on the vinyl. This tape is very sticky. And now let's continue with the rest of the vinyl. Now I'll be doing the leaves, which is the green vinyl. You'll see me burnishing this and then removing the transfer paper. And now it's time to layer the green vinyl. Although I gotta say that this one was much easier. And now I'll just proceed to remove the transfer paper very carefully. You want to make sure you don't remove any of your pieces. Now we're ready to layer the little hearts. This one's going to be much easier since it's only a couple of pieces. Although I could have used the tweezers because it's only a couple of hearts. And also that way you don't have to struggle again with the transfer tape. But when I thought about it, it was already too late. As you can see, I've been using the same piece of transfer tape for all of my transferring. And there's still some tack on it. For the gold hearts, I put them one by one. This time I wanted to make sure my transfer tape would not pick up any of my vinyl. I still have one piece of leaf on the carrier sheet, which I picked up and put on here. And it's ready to go. Now I'll be using the transfer tape. I'll be varnishing this very well. I'll now just turn it around and start peeling the carrier sheet off. And all of my pieces are on the transfer tape, so that's a good thing. I just needed to push down a little bit here and there, but everything is on my transfer tape. And now for the good part, placing this on my Libby cup. So I'm just measuring to make sure. And I gotta say, I was a little bit scared at first. Once I got the first piece on there, I started kind of burnishing with my fingers and then just kind of sticking it as I went along on the cup. Pushing down and making sure the vinyl was sticking to the cup. After that, I started removing the transfer tape very carefully all the way around. I was amazed to see how this vinyl sticks to the cup. When you're removing your transfer tape, just pull kind of to the side. Don't pull up, just pull sideways. And voila, all set. This looks beautiful. I gotta say, this vinyl has beautiful shimmers. I'm in love. Welcome fall. If you watched to the end and you like this video, don't forget to leave us a like. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye bye.